Every kid knows that you can't count to 10 unless you start with 1. Nearly every language has an alphabet that begins with something like A and ends with something like Z. And if you want to believe Rogers and Hammerstein, music both begins and ends with Do. But starting and ending points are not always so obvious. When you're trying to differentiate your professional firm from the one down the street that has similar credentials, it's tough to know where to start. Let's look at 2 ideas that will help you get a better handle on where and how to start your marketing. The first thing you have to grasp about marketing is what it is. This probably sounds like a simple, obvious question, but do you really have a simple, obvious answer? All marketing, from the very crude, hurry, hurry, step right up that P.T. Barnum used, to the slickest multi-million-dollar ad campaign, has one thing in common. And that thing is probably not what you're thinking it is. Yeah, sure, eventually the goal of marketing is to get somebody to make a buying decision. But it has to do something else first. It has to get you to stop, take notice, and enter into a kind of dialogue. You might say that marketing is really just an invitation to conversation. Now, if you look at it this way, it's a lot less daunting and a lot more palatable. You have conversations with people every day. You provide valuable information, you ease concerns, you answer questions, you solve problems. Much, much more in keeping with who you are as a professional. While knowing what marketing is can be very liberating and empowering, it doesn't really tell you how you get the people to come into your door instead of the guys down the street. For that, you need what we in marketing like to call a unique selling proposition or a unique value proposition. What that really means is simple. Let's say you were a razor blade. Your unique selling proposition might be that you gave a closer shave, or it might be that you soothe the skin as you go. It might even be that your blade kept its edge longer. But you're a professional, so that's not really quite going to work for you. If you try to draw parallels and you list your credentials, or you list your services, or even you talk about the efficiency with which you provide them, it doesn't really wash. Not only is it not interesting, but it's also not very inviting. What you do have that's both interesting and inviting, and is something that only you can lay claim to, is something else entirely. It might sound silly to say so, but it's you. People hire you because nobody does what you do the way that you do it. The most essential thing in your work as a professional is how clients feel when they're sitting across from you with an uncomfortable situation, a tough problem, even a new opportunity. So how do you take who you are and how you do what you do and craft it into a powerful invitation that will bring in clients? We've been doing a lot of work lately with a question and answer format. We start by defining a fairly specific area of a practice, and then we enumerate all the questions that clients either are asking or ought to be asking, and then we just do a really simple interview. The results of that interview get turned into a variety of polished products in a lot of different media that can be print or audio or video, and then we deploy them where they're actually issuing invitations. The result, as you can imagine, is a lot different from your traditional self-promotional marketing campaign, but it's also a lot more powerful. Professionals have the opportunity to present their personality, their sense of humor, their empathy, and their expertise without self-promotion. Clients have an opportunity to get something really valuable from the professional before they spend a dime. You might say that if you take this approach, you get to stay in the game that you set out to play, so you get to keep passing go and keep collecting your $200.